I'm demonstrating how simple it is to install these new barrel-shaped springs that I've developed for a customer of mine. I'll just spin one on just to show you how simple they go on. Now the first little initial start, you're going to want to, and I'll just hold that down here, but you're going to want to make sure that the spring hook, which is the end right here on the spring, when it spins, when you spin make sure it goes over the cable. And once you get to 2 or 3 coils spun on the cable, it's going to go fairly simple. Just got to make sure that that spring hook goes over the top of the cable, or it'll try to spin itself off. So very quickly you can put a spring system on any zip line. And you will have a emergency brake that is a true emergency brake, like the one I built for Park City Mountain Resort in 2002. The spring spacers, when I sell you the spring spacers, they come together like this. You're going to have to use a Torx 20 bit, separate them, and then just a matter of taking the spring hook and getting it to where it'll nest right down inside of the spring spacer. Then you're going to take the other one and you're going to nest it in the spring spacer, and you're going to slide them together. Once they are nested, you're going to line up the little blocks to where they line up 180 degrees from each other, and just like that. Now once they're there, then you're going to take your Torx 20 bit, you're just going to drive these screws in just to where they're flush with the surface. And now I have joined these two springs together. I'll do that for a couple more in this demonstration, and then I'll show you how effective a spring system is at stopping a zipline rider weighing several hundred pounds. Right now I think my testing is up to 240 pounds. Once again, you take the spring hook, it nests inside the center part here. You can take the other side, and you're going to rotate it around the spring hook, and you're going to nest it in. And you can do it by yourself, but it helps to have another person if you have someone that can help you. Got to figure out how to hold it. There. And once you got it together, just takes a little bit of time to figure out which is the best way to hold the spring and the screw or the spacer so that they don't come apart. Now you've got them, they're put together. And once you have the spring nested in there, then it's pretty simple. They slide together. You want to make sure that they're flush with each other. And it probably wouldn't hurt to have a table next to you where you can set things on. Right now I'm just balancing them on one of my batteries that I use for testing. And for the front of the we're also going to put in another spacer. It's just going to serve as the bumper spacer. what I'm showing you is an older video showing these telescoping or barrel-shaped springs that I have. The spacer is actually for the larger 5-inch diameter spring. The springs that you're seeing earlier are the smaller diameter, but the spring assembly is very similar. The screws might be perpendicular to where they are now. We began testing this parallel spring system, the one that you see here, this long spring here and this spring here. Note that the upper spring is not the zip line. It does not continue all the way to the beginning of the zip line. It's actually connected to the 2 trees back here. So as we watch this, we're going to see how about 100 pounds is coming into these parallel springs at 35 miles an hour. Not enough springs there, but they're adding more. Mike's moving out of the way. We're doing this in Georgia, near Weisburg. And notice we keep adding springs. We're out to here now. 35 miles an hour, and that's about 240 pounds if I remember right. Do more testing. And this is how you should test. You should begin all your tests with a series of tests, making sure that the weight and the stopping is going to be adequate for your system. It doesn't take that long, and it's safer. And finally, once you've got everybody on board and you're making sure that your speeds are stopping everybody safely, then you can let a rider come in. Thanks for watching.